Hello students, this is Nishi Mishra, your social studies teacher at Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Today we are going to discuss the last part of chapter number 3 civics, which is why do we need a parliament. The topic is how does a bill becomes an act. We know that we elect people who are responsible to make the laws for us. We select MLAs for the state government who sits in Vidhan Sabha and MPs for the central government who sits in the parliament. Now the parliament is further divided into two houses, which is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house of the parliament and Rajya Sabha is the upper house of the parliament, and both of these houses have the authority to make law. The laws made by the central government is applicable for the entire country, whereas the laws made by the state government is confined to that particular state only. There are some lists on which the different governments have the authority to make law on. Union list covers the defense, banking, railways, wherein only the central government can make laws, whereas the state government can make laws on agriculture, healthcare facilities, police, and the concurrent list is the list whereas both the government can make laws. The procedure of law making is starts with the introduction of a bill. तो एक आइडिया होता है, एक लॉजिक होता है, वो उसी आइडिया को हम आगे क्या करते हैं, इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं. वो आइडिया इज ड्राफ्टेड इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ बिल. देन दैट बिल इज presented in either of the house, Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Then it will be sent to the president and finally it will become an act. The act after have been made, it will be implemented by the IAS officers. They are not having any authority to in the law making procedure, but they can only implement the bill. Now bills are of different types. There are basically two types of bill. Number one is public bill and number two is private bill. Public bill is introduced by the ministers, as defense minister will introduce the defense bill, finance minister will introduce the finance bill, and the private bills will be introduced by the non-ministers MPs. The final bifurcation of the bills is constitutional amendment bill, money bill, finance bill and ordinary bill. Constitutional amendment bills consist if anything wants to get changed in the constitution. Money bills में अगर सरकार को कोई लोन लेना हो या टैक्स लेना हो. Finance bill includes anything related to money and ordinary bill includes every other thing. Money bill and finance bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Now if the bill is being introduced in the Lok Sabha, then it will go to certain stages. This is known as the journey of a bill. The bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha. Then the first stage would be the introduction stage, wherein only the reading of the bill, the main points of the bill will be introduced. जो भी उसके main points होंगे. Then comes to the discussion stage. Under this stage, detailed discussion of the bill will take place. सारे pros and cons of the bill will be discussed and finally एक draft तैयार हो जाएगा. Then at the third stage, voting will be done. अगर सिंपल मेजॉरिटी से वो बिल पास हो जाता है, मान लीजिए 50% प्लस 1 से ज़्यादा उस पर्टिकुलर बिल पे को मिल जाते हैं, देन दैट पर्टिकुलर बिल विल बी कंसीडर्ड एज पास्ड इन लोक सभा एंड विल बी सेंट टू राज्य सभा फॉर इट्स एसेंट. The same procedure, introduction stage, discussion stage and voting stage will take place in the Rajya Sabha also. If in case Rajya Sabha उस पर agreed नहीं है, the bill will again be sent to the Lok Sabha कंसिडरेशन के लिए. अगर तो कंसिडरेशन मान लिए जाते हैं या नहीं भी माने जाते हैं, देन द बिल विल अगर मान लिए जाते हैं, देन द बिल विल बी सेंट टू द प्रेसिडेंट एंड देन इट विल बिकम एन एक्ट. If in case both the houses are not agreed to that particular bill, the president will call a joint session wherein जहाँ पर जो है बोथ द हाउसेज विल डिस्कस अबाउट द सेम बिल एंड देन आफ्टर that the final thing of the bill will be decided and it will become the act. Thank you so much.